I pick a souvenir up from the rubble. And this is a little mirror that I picked up about a week ago, 2 days after the earthquake in Padang. And this mirror is from a school that collapsed. And I found it as I was watching the excavator try to dig the 70 kids out. And I went there as a scientist, but in a way, being a scientist or being a geologist it's like being a fish or a bird. You know, a bird flies through the air, and it doesn't think much about the air. It's a medium in which it can live. And a fish doesn't think much about the water. It fishes around and swims around and meets other fish and tries to make sense of its life and tries to avoid being harvested at an early age. And so as humans, whether we're scientists or whether we're artists, we're trying to work our way through our medium. Now, for Isaac and for some of you here at ADM, it's the medium of art. For those of us who are at EOS, it's the medium or the media of science. But we still have the same basic emotions. We still have the same basic feelings. I mean, I choke up when I think about what this means and what happened a couple days earlier, and that's because I'm human. So, I don't know, is that a piece of art? I don't know.
Well, it's a very powerful
talisman or something.
Piece of information, yeah, definitely.
But if I just found that on the table, I would think, well, where'd this come from? I'll throw this away. But it has context. So when you give it context, then you start crying when you see it, you know. And the same thing is true, I think, when you, just speaking for geologists, this is also true for people who work in nanotechnology and people who do all kinds of other science at this university. But when you put the coral reef and the dead trees and the living coral and the beautiful fishes and so when you put, and the little kids scampering around, when you put that all in the context of decades of strain accumulation and what's going to happen and what's happened many times in the past, going back to the time of the Black Death, you know, 1300, it's much more evocative, right? And it becomes a poem, or it becomes it actually speaks to you then, right? It's more than just a splash of paint on a canvas.
I agree.
You agree?
I totally agree.
I thought we were going to argue.
I would love to argue.
We're having a heated agreement. So anyway, I think actually I'm a scientist, but I'm a frustrated artist in the sense that I don't have any training in art at all. But I'm a frustrated poet maybe, and that I can't write poetry either. But somehow all the things that my colleagues at the observatory, whether it's Purbo in volcanology, or Chris in volcanology, or Paul and Kevin trying to understand the active earthquake faults of Tibet and the Himalaya, we know there are talented people who can actually say things about what we're discovering and about what it means in the greater span of the human experience. So that's why we desperately have come down to ADM to ask for your camaraderie and companionship in this going through these media.
Yeah, and I want to echo what Kerry's saying, because here we are at ADM in the middle of a huge research university that's populated with really accomplished scientists, and these scientists are now inviting us to work with them. I think this is really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we should all take advantage of. And please tell your peers, and please tell your friends if you're students. And on that note, I do want to do my little advertisement here. We are now starting phase 2 of production of the Mayon volcano project, and we are animating an old legend about the princess who became the volcano. So we've actually hired one of our graduates who graduated last year to be the lead animator, and we are looking for a team of 6 animators from 2nd, 3rd, 4th year here at ADM to complete this aspect of the project. So if anybody in the audience is interested or knows somebody who might be interested, please send them to Jeannie Liu, who's associate producer. She's a 4th year film student, or to myself. But there are really wonderful opportunities, not only in this project, but in many other things that we could brew here between ADM, EOS, or other parts of the university. I mean, this is really something unique. We should take advantage of it.
So the invitation is that for those of you who are tired of being in safe, 110% safe Singapore, come out into the dangerous world with us and see what we can discover together. Time to eat.
Well, so we want to thank Kerry for inviting us. We want to thank all the support staff at EOS. I mean, you've been really wonderful, and without you, this would have never happened. All the support staff at ADM, our students, the School of Art and Design. Thank you for coming, and there's Indonesian food outside. Thanks.